Shalom, brothers and sisters in Yahweh. Welcome. Tonight's our next study in Yasher, the Book of Yasher. Not Yasher, Jubilees. Another study in the Book of Jubilees. I'm getting ahead of myself. I was looking ahead at our next extra-canonical study and kind of got locked in my brain, I guess. All right. So, tonight we're studying chapters 37, 38, and 39. So if you've got a Dead Sea Scrolls book, go ahead and grab it, and we'll get started tonight, all right? Go ahead and get comfortable. Getting chilly out here in Colorado. Starting to be wintertime, I guess, huh? Got snow in the mountains. Actually, up on top of Eisenhower Pass on the Continental Divide, they got quite a bit of snow up there. All right, gang. Let's get started here tonight. The Book of Jubilees, let's get that correct, chapter 37. On the day that Isaac, the father of Jacob and Esau, died, the sons of Esau heard that Isaac had given the elder's portion to his younger son Jacob, and they were very angry. They argued with their father, saying, "Why has your father given Jacob the portion of the elder and passed you over, even though you are the elder and Jacob is the younger?" He said to them, "Because I sold my birthright to Jacob for a small portion of lentil soup, and on the day my father sent me to hunt, catch, and bring him something that he should eat and bless me, Jacob came with deceit, and brought my father food and drink. My father blessed him, and put me under his hand. Now our father has caused Jacob and me to swear that we should not devise evil plan against his brother, against each other, and that we should continue in love and in peace each with his brother, and not make our ways corrupt." They said to him, "We shall not listen to you to make peace with him. We are stronger than him, and we are more powerful than he is. We shall depose him and kill him and destroy him and his sons. If you will not go with us, we shall hurt you also. Listen, let us send to Aram, Philistia, Moab, and Ammon. Let us take chosen men who are trained in battle, and let us go against him and do battle with him. Let us exterminate him from the earth before he grows strong." Their father said to them, "Do not go, and do not make war with him, or you shall fall before him." They said to him, "This is how you have acted from your youth until this day. You have continued to put your neck under his yoke. We shall not listen to these words." Then they sent to Aram and to Adoram, to the friend of their father, and they also hired 1,000 chosen men of war. And there came to them from Moab and from the children of Ammon, those who were hired, 1,000 chosen men, and from Philistia 1,000 chosen warriors, and from Edom and from the Horites 1,000 chosen warriors, and from Kittim mighty warriors. All right, let's break this down a little bit because this has got some interesting characters in it. Moab and Ammon. Okay, those two tribes are the children of Lot. If we remember back in our study of Genesis, Lot's daughters, after they escaped Sodom and Gomorrah, the burning, they ended up in the mountains in a cave. And his daughters got him drunk and slept with him. And the children that they had became the tribes of Moab and Ammon. So that's interesting right there, that the children of Lot, who is Abraham's nephew, is now going to fight against the descendants of Abraham. That's interesting. And then we come down here a ways, and Edom is involved. And we should remember where Edom comes from. Edom means red. Okay? Esau took over Edom. So this is Jacob's brother's kin that's coming against him. Okay? Very interesting. You might want to make a little note of those tribes because those are direct descendants from Abraham. Very interesting. Okay, verse 11. They said to their father, "Go out with them and lead them, or else we shall kill you." And he was filled with boiling anger on seeing that his sons were forcing him to go before them to lead them against Jacob his brother. But afterward he remembered all the evil that lay hidden in his heart against Jacob his brother, and he did not remember the oath he had sworn to his father and to his mother, that he would plan no evil against Jacob his brothers all his days. Because Jacob was in mourning for his wife Leah, he did not know that they were coming to battle against him until they approached the tower with 4,000 soldiers and chosen warriors. The men of Hebron sent to him, saying, "Look, your brother has come against you to fight. He has with him 4,000 men carrying swords, shields, and weapons." They told him this because they loved Jacob more than Esau. So they told him, for Jacob was more gracious and merciful let's try that again, verse 15. So they told him, for Jacob was a more gracious and merciful man more than Esau. But Jacob would not believe until they came very near to the tower. He closed the gates of the tower, and he stood on the battlements and spoke to his brother Esau and said, "Noble is the comfort you have come to give me concerning the death of my wife. Is this the oath that you swore to your father and again to your mother before they died? You have broken the oath, and on the moment that you swore to your father, you were condemned." Then Esau answered and said to him, "Neither the children of men nor the beasts of the earth have sworn an oath of righteousness and kept it forever. Every day they lay evil plan one against another regarding how they might kill their adversary or foe. You will hate my children and me forever, so there is no observing the tie of brotherhood with you. Hear these words that I declare to you. If the boar can change its skin and make its bristles as soft as wool, or if it can cause horns to sprout out on its head like the horns of a stag or of a sheep, then will I observe the tie of brotherhood with you. Like beasts separate themselves from their mother and fight. You and I have never been brothers. If the wolves make peace with the lambs, and not devour or do them violence, and if their hearts are toward them for good, then there shall be peace in my heart toward you. If the lion becomes the friend of the ox, and makes peace with him, and if he is bound under one yoke with him and plows with him, then will I make peace with you. When the raven becomes white as the raza, then know that I have loved you and shall make peace with you. You will be rooted out, and your sons shall be rooted out, and there shall be no peace for you." Jacob saw that Esau had decided in his heart to do evil toward him, and that he desired with all his soul to kill him. Jacob saw that Esau had come pouncing like the wild boar which charges the spear that is set to pierce and kill it, and yet does not even slow down. Then he spoke to his own people and to his servants and told them that Esau and his men were going to attack him and all his companions. Chapter 38. After that, Judah spoke to Jacob his father and said to him, Bend your bow, father, and send forth your arrows, and bring down the adversary, and kill the enemy. You have the power to do it. We will not kill your brother, because he is your kin, and he is like you, so we will honor his life." Then Jacob bent his bow, and sent forth the arrow, and struck Esau his brother on the right side of his chest, and killed him. And again he sent forth an arrow, and struck Adoron the Aramean on the left side of his chest, and it drove him backwards and killed him. Then the sons of Jacob and their servants went out, dividing themselves into companies on the four sides of the tower. Judah went out in front. Naphtali and Gad, along with 50 servants, went to the south side of the tower, and they killed all they found before them. Not one individual escaped. Levi, Dan, and Asher went out on the east side of the tower along with 50 men, and they killed the warriors of Moab and Ammon. Reuben, Issachar, and Zebulun went out on the north side of the tower along with 50 men, and they killed the warriors of the Philistines. Reuben's son, Simon, Benjamin, and Enosh went out on the west side of the tower along with 50 men, and they killed 400 men, stout warriors of Edom and the Horites. 600 fled, and 4 of the sons of Esau fled with them, and left their father lying killed, as he had fallen on the hill that is in Adoram. And the sons of Jacob pursued them to the mountain of Seir, and Jacob buried his brother on the hill that is Adoram, and he returned to his house. The sons of Jacob crushed the sons of Esau on the mountains of Seir, and made them bow their necks, so that they became servants of the sons of Jacob. They sent a message to their father to inquire whether they should make peace with them or kill them. Jacob sent word to his sons that they should make peace. They made peace with them, but also placed the yoke of servitude on them, so that they paid tribute to Jacob and to his sons always. And they continued to pay tribute to Jacob until the day that he went down to Egypt, to Mitzrayim. The sons of Edom have not escaped the yoke of servitude imposed by the 12 sons of Jacob until this day. These are the kings that reigned in Edom before there was any king over the children of Israel until this day in the land of Edom. And Balak, the son of Beor. Now that's to be remembered. Balak, the son of Beor. That's a name to be remembered. We're going to see that along in the Torah, okay, through their marches. Reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Dinabah. Balak died, and Jobab, the son of Zerah of Bozer, ruled in his place. Jobab died, and Asam of the land of Teman ruled in his place. Asam died, and Adath, the son of Barad, who killed Midian in the field of Moab, ruled in his place, and the name of his city was Avith. Adath died, and Salmon from Amasek ruled in his place. Salmon died, and Saul of Rabath by the river ruled in his place. Saul died, and Baal-Unan, the son of Achbor, ruled in his place. Baal-Unan, the son of Achbor, died, and Adath ruled in his place, and the name of his wife was Matabith, the daughter of Matarat, the daughter of Metabezab. These are the kings who reigned in the land of Edom. Chapter 39. Jacob lived in the land that his father journeyed in, which is the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph was 17 years old when they took him down into the land of Egypt, and Potiphar, a eunuch of Pharaoh, the chief cook, bought him. He made Joseph the manager over Potiphar's entire house, and the blessing of the Elohim came on the house of the Egyptian because of Joseph, and the Elohim caused him to prosper in all that he did. The Egyptian turned everything over to the hands of Joseph because he saw that the Elohim was with him, and that the Elohim caused him to prosper in all that he did. Joseph's appearance was beautiful, and his master's wife watched Joseph, and she loved him and wanted him to have sex with her. But he did not surrender his soul, because he remembered the Elohim and the words which Jacob his father used to read to him from the writings of Abraham, that no man should commit fornication with a woman who has a husband. For him the punishment of death has been ordained in the heavens before the Most High Elohim, and the sin will be recorded against him in the eternal books, which are always in the presence of the Elohim. Joseph remembered these words and refused to have sex with her. And she begged him for a year, but he refused and would not listen. But while he was in the house, she embraced him and held him tightly in order to force him to sleep with her. She closed the doors of the house and held on to him, but he left his garments in her hands and broke through the door and ran out from her presence. The woman saw that he would not sleep with her, and she slandered him in the presence of his master, saying, "Your Hebrew servant, whom you love, sought to force me to have sex with him. When I shouted for help, he fled and left his garment in my hands. I tried to stop him, but he broke through the door." When the Egyptian saw Joseph's garment and the broken door, and heard the words of his wife, he threw Joseph into prison and put him in the place where the prisoners of the king were kept. He was there in the prison, and the Elohim gave Joseph favor in the sight of the chief of the prison guards, and caused him to have compassion for Joseph, because he saw that the Elohim was with him, and that the Elohim made all that he did to prosper. He turned over all things into his hands, and the chief of the prison guard knew of nothing that was going on in the prison, because Joseph did everything for him, and the Elohim perfected it. He remained there 2 years. In those days Pharaoh, king of Egypt, was very angry at his 2 eunuchs, the chief butler and the chief baker, and he put them in the prison facility of the house of the chief cook, where Joseph was kept. The chief of the prison guards appointed Joseph to serve them, and he served them. They both dreamed a dream, the chief butler and the chief baker, and they told it to Joseph. As he interpreted to them, so it happened to them, and Pharaoh restored the chief butler to his office, and he killed the chief baker as Joseph had interpreted to them. But the chief butler forgot Joseph was in the prison. Although he had informed him of what would happen to him, he did not remember to inform Pharaoh of how Joseph had told him about his dream, because he forgot. Yeah, what a guy. And that is chapter 39. Wow, quite a battle, huh, gang? And Esau brought the whole tribe with him, and guess what? They got it handed to them, didn't they? Just like their father and their mother told him. Esau didn't listen, and because of that, he suffered the curse that was put on him. Yeah, I guess he should have stood up to his kids. Should have bent his kids over his knee and gave him a good licking is what he should have done. Take him out behind the woodshed. Yeah, well, we saw where that ended him up, didn't it? Sure did. And this brought us up to the point of where Joseph is in Egypt. He's in Mitzrayim. He's been sold to the Mitzrayites. And now he's in the prison, sitting there waiting. Potiphar's wife decided to try to make a move on him, and he said, "No way, I ain't doing that. Lady, you're crazy," and ran out as she set him up. So, it's all the will of Yahweh. All of it. It's all been set before it even happened, because it's the will of the Father. Well, gang, I guess that does it for tonight's little journey through Jubilees. I hope y'all are getting something out of it. Coloring in with that box of crayons, aren't we? Because the Bible doesn't mention anything about that battle. Yeah. So, coloring in the picture a little bit at a time. Well, that's it for tonight. Y'all have a good rest of your week, and we will see you on Shabbat for our Shabbat Bible study. Okay? All right. Y'all take care and y'all bless. Shalom.